all up. Summer fling, but I thought it was love. Drunken days, but now it's all over, and I'm stone cold sober. Rewind, can't keep going. My mind keeps replaying that night when we dove in, but now I'm sinking. Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, relentless, you'll survive.
How's it going, everyone? Hope you enjoyed that video. I just wanted to go over what happened on this zone on the map here. This was a really important zone. The outcome of this zone was going to heavily determine the outcome of final zone. And the reason for this was that there was a potential that either NF57 or us got locked out of this zone. And as you guys probably know now, we both made it through, but I think it'd be pretty cool to show you what exactly happened. So at the very beginning of this video, you see us fighting at a bridge and kind of fighting an area. That was in this area over here. So we moved down from our pass, which is up here, down here to fight them and just kind of delay their building as much as we can. What we wanted to do was really just lock them into this zone and prevent them from entering final zone. And so we had a pretty hard wall like across here. We had built down to this area here, and then we had built this island that you see over here, which we called Florida. However, we ended up making a mistake and they ended up breaking through. So they started building this way, destroying our territory. And so we just fully focused this island over here. And so we were just holding this for a little while. And then eventually WB and Luno did come in. And so Luno came in hot and we were basically fighting both of them here for a little while as WB started making their way up. We were in a pretty bad spot for a little while. It's going to be a really, really tough fight. But then Luno really underestimated us and they put a bastion right here. And this was the play that solidified this zone. By taking down that bastion, Luno didn't have the power to take us out of this island. And so we were really able to just hold this area here. And so what happened was NF57 had to build all the way around and entered this zone over here. Luno went this way and then BDO went in that way as well. We had originally planned to enter this gate here with multiple shells. So the first one that we entered with was row V, and then we also had another, like we eventually built a, what's it called, fortress here, and we were planning to build down here to also go in with ROG, and then that would have been our plan here, but we went over it as a team with our coalition, and they decided that that wasn't what we wanted to do, and so we ended up just going in with ROV. And so we made this zone a little bit harder for ourselves because we were planning on getting multiple shells in. I'm pretty sure that if we had just had a goal of one shell, things probably would have went a lot smoother. But either way, this was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fighting, so much. And here, I'm actually going to go into the game right now and show you what the merits are looking like. All right, so let's take a look at the Alliance merits. Let's go to Rankings, Alliance merits. And you can see, there we are, number 1. We did a lot of fighting this KVK. And, you know, that's to be expected, right? We had Zone 3 against NF57, so it makes sense that we both have the most merits. The other alliances caught up just as well, too. I mean, TFS and BDO were going at it for a really long time. TFS merits did go down. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know some players left, so that definitely affected them. But at the end of the day, TFS still ended up getting the most merits for the agreement that we had, so if you don't know already, it looks like we've got this Dragon Zone 1 over here. It looks like we're doing a little bit of fighting right now, but we have our alliances here on the plateau. As you can see here, we got Luno and BDO down here. I believe this is BDO. Yeah, BDO. They're off the plateau. WB already got the Dragon. And yeah, so it's looking good for us. We just had to defend for a few days. But the agreement that we had was that we were going to look at the top 100 players for each alliance, total that up, and that's how we were going to distribute the end of season rewards. So TFS was first, so they have first choice in what it is that they want to do. Not sure yet. And then we have second choice. We just gave WB Dragon right now because they're the ones doing like the most fighting. They're trying to get NF57 and Luno out of the map. Or, okay, BDO is right here. But NF57 and Luno were here first. And you can see here the maps changed quite a bit. We gave this pass over the TFS. This is where our fortress was, ROG. So really close to the pass, as you can see there. We had already built down to like here. So yeah, that's kind of how that went. But yeah, number 2 in merits for the agreement that we had. So we have second choice when it comes to EOS rewards. And yeah, I mean, this was an awesome KVK, a lot of fun, way better than the KVK we had last season where we hardly had any fighting. This final zone did go pretty quick, but I think there's going to be a lot of skirmishes. And we're probably going to keep fighting until we get people out of the zone completely. That's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you found it entertaining and it was a nice little update on what's going on in our KVK. Make sure to like the video if you haven't, subscribe. And if you have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you next time.